When it comes to engineers and scientists making leaps and bounds in the world of technology, then CSIR is where it's at. Now let's go meet those scientists and find out what top secret robotic plans they have in store for us and how it will improve our lives. So follow me. Skur. How's it, Ruan? How are you doing?
Hi, well, and you, Justin?
Good, good. So I'm guessing this is MIAS. What does it stand for and what exactly do you guys do?
So MIAS stands for the Mobile Intelligent Autonomous Systems. While we work here, we work on robots that work in dynamic environments. A dynamic environment is an environment where people work, where things are changing the whole time. There are three aspects to the work we do. Firstly is mobility, so vehicles moving around like this one. Okay. Secondly is manipulation, robotic arms. And thirdly is perception, which includes cameras and lasers.
What project are you guys working on at the moment?
So currently you're standing in front of a robot which we're using for a mule project. Okay. It is literally like a pack mule that carries things back and forth. So what it does, you'll load it up with stuff, you'll have a person walking in front of it, it will follow that person and build up a map of the environment. Then once it knows what the environment looks like, it can navigate to any place in that environment.
What is the aim of the mule and what could it be used for?
The mule is going to be used in search and rescue applications, where you need to carry a lot of stuff with you and you don't necessarily have lots of additional people. So imagine a first responder needing to go to an accident or to a scene, load a whole bunch of stuff up, the robot will automatically follow the person without them having to control it with a joystick. Once they get there, they can load survivors or anything they need to on top of the robot and tell it to go home.
What kind of tech goes into this bad boy?
Well, Justin, if you come around, I can show you.
Awesome.
All right. So Justin, here we've got two computers, which is the brain of the robot. It's got all the algorithms, it's got all the intercommunication running on there. On here you can also see the power board and the mechanics, which has got to do with the actual movement of the robot itself. So to be able to feed all the algorithm or the brain, we need various sensors. So what we have is we have a sensor in front, which is a 2D laser scanner, which you use for collision detection. That basically stops it from running over people.
Oh, okay.
On top here, we've got a 3D laser scanner, which maps out the environment around the vehicle, so it knows where it can and can't drive, basically creates the map. Below that, we've got a 360-degree camera. You'll see the various individual cameras, which creates a spherical view. Imagine like you're sitting inside of a soccer ball, looking out.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And then here we have a GPS, which basically tells the robot where it is in the world.
Now, I couldn't help notice there's an Xbox controller over there. What is the function of that?
So it's so you get to control the robot when things go wrong.
Awesome. And what is the function of the laptop?
So laptop we use as a user interface. So from here the user can see the map and input various commands.
Could you show me something on the laptop?
Sure. All right. So here you can see a representation of the robot. Here are the corners. That is the laser scanner in front, and these are the laser scanners in the middle. So if I zoom out now, you'll see the map. So we have the wall in the background, the wall behind you, and this is us over here.
I noticed a couple of dots here. What do those represent?
Those are tracking dots. So those are objects that the vehicle can track.
So say, for instance, the mule were following one person and another person happens to cut their path. Wouldn't that confuse the mule?
It would, yes. The technology as it's designed at the moment is not designed for a very cluttered environment. However, to get it to that next step, we just need to do some modifications.
Lastly, do you have any advice for teens who are interested in robotics?
Yes, so while you're at school, you need some maths, you need some science. But start playing around with things, getting little projects, get on the internet, figure out how to do things. And then when you finish with matric, go to university.
Thank you so much, Ruan. It was so awesome talking to you. I know you've got a lot of work to do, but I think I'm going to take my buddy over here and we're going to go somewhere.
All right, sounds good.
Come on, come. Well, there you have it, techies. As you can see, I am C-3PO and this is R2-D2. We're going to find Luke Skywalker's real father. Come on, boy. Come on.